Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to talk about some symptoms that I had, just to give you guys some insight on the N54 injectors that do fail and that have failed on me, but an important note to that regard, and also share my DIY on how to change them out. They can get expensive to change out, and I am here to help you guys along the way. So let's go ahead and get this video started. 4 years ago, with this very same car, I started, doing more of my modifications that I have on it, as you see here today. But I started getting into, doing E85 mixes. I still have a stock fuel pump, so I would do like an E30, sometimes E40 mixture with 93 octane, just so I could run those different maps that I have on the JB4, just to get, obviously, that more added power. So E85 adds more so like torque versus horsepower, but it's a big difference you can absolutely feel, no doubt about that. So it's a great thing to do. You can do an E85 full-on map. So that's obviously an option for you guys to do, or you can do like I said, the mixtures. 4 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my plugs. I'm going to do my coils. I'm going to get everything in check, ready to go. Well, I start up the car and it starts chugging like crazy, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, oh, definitely misfire. Right? The way it's running, well, I didn't have a misfire. I didn't have any misfires at all. Nothing in any of the cylinders. So what I had was fuel mixture control 2, which is your bank 2. You have a fuel mixture control 1, which is your bank 1, and obviously I had the fuel mixture control 2. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. After doing more, investigating, I guess to say, out there, others were getting kind of the same kind of message. And it was really more so like, well, if you're running E85, you can sometimes get that, right? And I totally agree. E85 mixtures can sometimes give you weird headaches, or just the car can run just strange at times. So I'm like, okay, I've been doing a lot of some heavy mixes with the stock fuel pump, all that kind of stuff. It's been running great, and then I just kind of moved past it. So I was just like, all right, no big deal, no big deal. I kept doing it, right? Because I would do E85 mixes every fill up that I would do, right? Started getting worse, and then it was all of a sudden just better. Car ran great, idled great. The fuel mixture control 2 went away. So I'm like, okay, E85 must have been it. Yes, that was it. I did a full 93 mix, had no issues with it whatsoever. No codes, no nothing. Just moved on with my day. I got in the car in the morning, started it up, and it was terrible. It ran so bad. So the main point was really, everyone was kind of telling me the same thing, and this was when I was really technically starting this channel, getting really up and running. So my information, just of searching around, asking around, was kind of the same. Well, I was like, I checked all my O2 sensors, the plugs and coils I already had replaced, so I knew those were good. I went ahead and checked those anyways. I checked to see if my plugs had any fuel on them. So what will happen is fuel will drip down, like if you have a leaky injector, which will cause misfires, will cause your car obviously not to run as great. All the plugs were good to go. After looking at my indexes on my injectors, I have a step-by-step DIY here on this channel, guys, on how to change out all 6 of your injectors. Very easy process to do. And registering those injectors as well. Plenty of tools out there, Pro Tool, updating the flow rates from the injectors you're putting in for each of the cylinders. So that's all it is. So when people say coding, it's really registering. That's all you're doing. You're not coding anything. You're just registering, updating those flow rates, so that way it can run properly. Well, I replaced everything, obviously, but that, and then I said, go ahead and move forward with it. I'm going to replace all 6 injectors, because the indexes I was finding on my car, I had some index 4s, I had some index 7s, index 8s. They were all over the place. So they were at a very low price at the time. I get that. Unfortunately, they're more expensive now than they were before. So I was able to replace all 6 out. Car was an absolute dream to drive, and it still is, right? So this is another point of this video, is that there's almost 4 years later of running those index 12s, brand new, fuel mixture control 2 issues, no misfires, no wet plugs, no nothing, no issues related to injectors at all. So guys, they play a very important part. I should have just moved forward with them right away, because they were original, and I should have just went for it. So if you guys have any fuel mixture control 2 or 1 issues on there, even if you're running the E85, I guess to say, and you are on older indexes, you might want to put some money aside to do all 6 index 12s injectors on your N54. You know, like I said, fueling, spark, and all that, it's a very important part of how your car operates. You don't want to mess that up at all. So just wanted to spread the PSA out to you guys. Look at that, check out my DIY. I'll drop it down in the description box below. If you guys want to click on it, I'll also put it in the comments as well. So that way, if you guys need to replace them out, I'm here for you, here to help you out. It's the point of this channel. With any of your BMW E90, N54, you know, 335i needs that you have here on your car. All right, guys, you know, big thumbs up on the video. So check out the N54 injector DIY video that I have here on the channel. And guys, hopefully you have a great rest of your week, and we'll be chatting here very soon. So that way I can get back to doing more DIYs for the 335 and 54 here. All right, have a good one and take care.